Now, the deal is not final. It still needs to undergo due diligence. But already concerns about Harith have been raised. Harith is 1/3 owned by the PIC. That's the Public Investment Corporation. Essentially, that's government's asset manager, and they're tasked with investing pension fund money of government employees. Well, I'm joined now by Reuben Maleka, spokesperson for the Public Servants Association. Thank you so much for your time this evening. I wonder if you could tell us exactly what concerns you have about Harith being involved in this SAA deal.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sally, and the viewers at home. When you asked this question, and it was reported in the media about Takatso having to buy, shares into SAA, we raised the concern that we would not want to see that any of that kind of transaction would involve our pension money as public servants. And we were assured that we'll have a meeting today with the GPF, where GPF can give us details of whether indeed Takatso is going to be using the pension money of the public servants into buying into SAA. And today in our meeting, the GPF refuted the claim, but it's not satisfactory. Let me put it this way. We are told that PIC owns 30% of Harith. Harith has established Takatso Consortium as an investment vehicle into SAA. Here comes GPF and says that no, Harith has 30% shares of PIC. However, Harith is not investing into SAA, but they are omitting the part that they've issued as part of their media statement of the PIC of 14 June, where PIC confirms that, in fact, Takatso is an investment vehicle of Harith into SAA. So you cannot now then divorce the pension money of PIC into the Takatso deal. And that's where the problem is that we are sitting with, that one is trying to convolute the whole explanation of that. The money that Takatso is going to utilize is actually the money that comes from PIC, because there's a middleman called Harith. So as unions in the PSBC, we have captured that, and we said no. If that is the case, we'd want to establish a working committee under the banner of the PSBC, where we can dissect further into committees the whole issue of this relationship of these three entities: PIC, Harith, and Takatso.
Yeah.
Because
So
yes.
Sorry to jump in there. The UDM leader, Bantu Lemisa, he's going to court. He told my colleague Clement Manyatela about that yesterday. He's also concerned about Harith because it was mentioned in the PIC inquiry report due to high fees charged by Harith. But PIC is saying they're definitely not going to use their funds for this Harith deal. So are you still concerned despite that assurance?
No, definitely. We are very much concerned. After dissecting the whole, relationship of the three entities, you can never divorce the fact that ultimately it's going to be the public servants' money from PIC who are going to be involved into Takatso, because Takatso is an investment vehicle of Harith. And indeed, it's also our concern that the outcome of Mbati Commission are not implemented. And those that were fingered in the same report, there's no action. And they continue to make deals with PIC. And why is PIC continuing to make deals into, entities that have been, flagged by the Mbati Commission? And that is the main concern that we are sitting with.
Sure, I hear you. We know this all has to go through due diligence. Are you reassured that that will pick up any problems? Or do you think something more needs to be done?
No, something needs to be done, and that's why, as unions in the PSBC today, we have agreed to form a working committee that is going to work with GPF, PIC. We want to go through each and every transaction that involves this part of Harith and Takatso, because it is our money. We cannot be sidelined when they are going to make deals with our money. So that's why we have established a working committee. We are going to dissect the whole deal, And if we find that indeed it is our money as public servants, then obviously the first question is that why did you hide? Why did you not even disclose on the outset?
So I hear your concerns about, is your money going to be used? Is government pension money going to be used? Very quickly, do you think that SAA is a good investment prospect for a company like Harith, whether it's using your funds or not?
Look, at this point in time, there is no one with confidence of any of the SOEs that one can invest. If it was those SOEs one can have confidence in, I'm sure we'll be seeing all investment companies, flocking and everybody fighting for a stake for investment. Because there's not even such a kind of action, one can just already know that this one is probably one of those deals that is just going to fail and is going to be a normal course of saying, but it is not our money and it's just a little money from PIC, life goes on, and those who are involved, they live comfortably without any action and any consequence.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. That's Reuben Maleka, spokesperson for the Public Servants Association. He doesn't think that if PIC money is being used, and of course the PIC is saying no, the money is not going to have through them, but if it is, he wouldn't think it is a very good investment prospect for government pension funds anyway.